Hi everybody, it's the 17th of January 2025, so I'm a few days late with this one. In fact, I'm probably not going to release this video to the 18th as well, so my apologies for that. But PUBG has just dropped a update for PC that will be coming, let's have a look when they're coming, on January the 15th, so it's already dropped for PC, and we're coming to console on January the 23rd. So what we'll be doing in this video is reading through the patch notes to bring us up to speed. Now you may say, well Rob, you don't really post that much PUBG content anymore on the channel, do you? So why do you do this stuff? Yeah, and you're exactly right, because I've been concentrating, on DayZ and Arma Reforged and things like that. However, PUBG is incredibly close to my heart. If I had more time, this is the game I would want to put an awful lot of time in there, up there with Arma, DayZ, PUBG, Battlefield, that sort of stuff. So I like to keep abreast of the latest updates, so that if I can ever do this full time and I have more time, PUBG will be something I would definitely start playing and be doing more content for. So 33.2 highlights: loot truck returns to Sanhok. A heavily armed vehicle that remains Sanhok dropped valuable loot when damaged. Presents level 3 gear and fully attached weapon kits once destroyed completely. The recall system has been added to Sanhok as well. So if you weren't around for it, this must be 3-4 years ago now. So this truck wanders around Sanhok, dropping stuff when you shoot it. So if you shoot at it, it's powered by AI. If you shoot at it, the AI inside must go, oh, quick, drop a loot box. And then you go to the loot box and there'll be some ammo in it, or an AK-47 or something like that. Then if you destroy it, you get all this high-end gear stuff. So it's a bit of fun. Generally what will happen is you'll be stealthily tracking a target, ready to take them on, and then the loot truck will beep beep. In fact, I don't know if it beeps, but it will come around the corner and generally get in the way. But it adds a little bit more randomness to the game. Arcade Gunplay Labs. Check out the upcoming Aim Punch update in advance at the Gunplay Labs. Tell us what you think through our survey. Highly recommended that you give your feedback to the devs, especially if you're a new player. I've got this new lovely stuff coming to the store, very PUBG mobile. But as PUBG is free now, I guess they do have to find ways to make money, which is with skins and things. I'll put a link to these patch notes in the description below this video so you can watch the video for yourself. Let's scroll down as we go through. World Sanhok. The loot truck is making a comeback in the revamped Sanhok. It's been updated to fit the new environment, so whether your memory is a bit hazy or you're seeing it for the first time, don't worry. We've got all the details for you below. The loot truck offers players an additional way to loot items. After the match begins, 4 loot trucks will spawn at designated locations and will travel along predetermined routes. The truck will stop operating when destroyed, and no new loot trucks will spawn. Loot trucks can be damaged or destroyed using weapons and throwables. Loot trucks take reduced damage due to the heavy army, but attacking them from the side deals increased damage. When the loot truck takes damage, small or large lootable containers will drop. Upon being destroyed, the loot truck will explode, granting access to its cargo hold. The cargo hold contains a large amount of lootable gear. Now, I think that's new. It didn't used to work like that. The explosion deals significant damage within a 10-meter or a 30-foot radius. Players hit by the rear door blown off during the explosion may be knocked down or killed. Available in normal match, custom match, and arcade. Does not apply to team deathmatch. Devs comment: the loot truck, first introduced in Sanhok 4 years ago, returns with updates 33.2. Destroying the loot truck, which offers a new looting opportunity, will reward you with enough gear to fully equip your entire squad. You may also find special weapons from the loot truck, so keep a close eye on it. However, always stay alert when attacking the loot truck. Its heavy armor allows it to withstand significant damage, and you may not notice other teams approaching while you too focus on the truck. That's apps third-party heaven. Recall system. The recall system is coming to Sanhok with 33.2. So if you weren't familiar with this already, this is PUBG's take on the respawn system for duos and squads. So when people die, now forgive me if I'm getting this wrong, but when they die, you drop a chip, a blue chip I think they're called, and then you take that to the tower. You put it in the tower goes up, makes loads of noise, and then a helicopter comes in at predetermined intervals with your teammates. So I think we have to accept the fact that PUBG, it came out in 2017. It's not too long for it to be 10 years old. It has to adapt, and many of these things that were previously we would have poo-pooed, like a respawn system, in order to stay relevant and to keep those players who have been playing the game all this time interested with changes. They do have to introduce things like this, because one of the boring things when you play squads is that if you die early game and you want to play with your mates, you've just got to sit there watching them for half an hour, which isn't that much fun. Recall flights are available every 2 minutes and 30 seconds, but will not appear from phase 6. Also applies to customs. Gunplay Labs Aim Punch. The enhanced Aim Punch system is now available in the arcade. We'll be conducting a survey later to gather player feedback on the changes, so let us know what you think. So, PUBG again on console and PC has a real problem, or an issue. Let's not call it a problem. It has an issue with recoil, and the fact that over the years players are able to develop their technique on gamepad and on mouse and keyboard to really control recoil in a system that may be detrimental to the game. What I'm talking about here is people using fully automatic weapons with 3x scopes, with 4x scopes, and able to use that gun in full auto with that kind of magnification, which obviously is completely unrealistic and decreases the time to kill significantly at range, and maybe in a way that it shouldn't do. I think it's a tricky question to solve, because inherently in video games where you can control recoil, when it's not completely random, then people over time will get better and better and better at controlling it. I guess the question is, should you be able to fire a barrel with a 3x scope on fully auto at a distant target and take them down? That's the question. Should it not be that after the first shot, the jump of the recoil is enough to take you off target no matter what you do? Interesting question. I'm not quite sure how they're going to solve this one. And then the idea is that the distance weapons are the bolt actions that will take a player down with one hit, but you've got to hit them in the head or the upper body, depending on how they want to do this. So obviously you can go into the labs, you can give it a go and give them some feedback. How do I feel about it? I don't know. The difficulty is the skill gap. If you make the skill gap too low between new players and veteran players, it means that in order to advance through the game, it's not as difficult. However, if you have a situation where, as a veteran player, they can take people out at distance with fully auto weapons with high magnification scopes, that's not good for new players. So it's a difficult one. I think they have to do some testing. I don't think you should be able to use a magnification above 3x with a fully auto weapon and be able to stay on target once you pull that trigger. You shouldn't be able to do it. Aim punch. Improved aim punch mechanics have been applied to all firearms with varying levels depending on the weapon character. Sniper rifles, the highest level of aim punch. As you'd expect, bang, and it jumps off aim. Shotguns, a high level. ARs, low level of aim punch with 7.62 demonstrating stronger aim punch. Other weapons, low level. This update's Gunplay Labs features improved aim punch mechanics. Aim punch, which refers to the impact applied to opponents when they are shot, has been improved based on the characteristics of each weapon and the current weapon balance, resulting in a different aim punch value for each weapon. For this Gunplay Labs, we also implemented a faster paced blue zone and increased weapon spawn rates, reflecting feedback. Oh, so maybe I've got it completely wrong. In Gunplay Labs Aim Punch, you'll be able to get an early look at the aim punch improvements, which are planned for a future update across all modes. Please note that details may be finely tuned. I guess they're talking about, I guess we call this flinch, wouldn't we, in Call of Duty? So that when you're hit, that knocks you off aim when you're aiming at someone else. Interesting. Some nice skins there. My character never looks like that when I try the skins on her. Workshop, Mastery Medal, Lobby, Miscellaneous, UX, UI, Bug Fixes. There we go. And so there we are. So I guess this is a bit of a smaller update, but the fact that we've got the loot truck coming back to Sanhok is cool. More gameplay. Great to see the game still being updated. What do you think though? Put your questions and comments down below, and of course I'll see you again soon.